Good day, everyone. I'm Abigail A. Panlilio, your ICT CSS teacher in grade 9. Today, we will discuss about Module 5, entitled Terminating and Connecting Electrical Wiring and Electronic Circuits, or the TCEW. Our writer is Mr. Rene D. Bernabé. After the discussion, you are expected to identify materials according to specification and task, select appropriate tools and equipment according to task requirements, and last, follow planned tasks to ensure OHS guidelines and procedures. But before we do that, let's have our pretest to check your prior knowledge on the subject. Please get a piece of paper. Just write the letter of the correct answer. Okay, let's start. Number 1. Which of the following refers to an array of ports in a panel? A. Catch. B. Dutch. C. Lash. Or letter D. Catch. Number 2. LAN stands for what phrase? A. Local area network. B. Land area network. C. LAC area network. Or letter D. Level area network. Let's have number 3. Who developed a LAN technology that defines a system for connecting computers? A. Rox Oxford. Letter B. Robert Metcalfe. Letter C. Leonardo da Vinci. Or letter D. Albert Einstein. Let's have number 4. What is the most popular cable in creating an Ethernet cable? Is it A. ADC, or B. GHX, letter C. MAL, or letter D. UTP? Let's have number 5. Where and when did Ethernet discovered? A. Hall Park in 1976. Letter B. Xerox PARC in 1976. C. Just Park in 1976. Or letter D. Zark LAN in 1976. Let's have number 6. Which material is a type of twisted pair cable that is used in structured cabling for computer networks such as Ethernet? A. Crimping tool. B. LAN tester. C. UTP. Or letter D. Stripper. Number 7. We have here the photos of the following tools and equipment. So which material is an 8-pin standardized physical network interface for connecting telecommunications or data equipment? So you choose from A, B, C, and D. Number 8. Which tool is designed to crimp or attach a connector to the end of the cable? Is it A, B, C, or D? Number 9. Which tool is a small handheld device used to cut the electrical insulation from electric wires? A. RJ45, B. Stripper, C. LAN tester, or letter D. Crimping tool. Number 10. Which tool is an electronic device used to verify the correct wiring of connectors on the cable? A. Stripper, B. RJ45, C. LAN tester, or letter D. UTP. Okay, so let's start the discussion on the patch panel. As defined, patch panel is an array of ports on one panel. So each port connects to another port located elsewhere in your home through a patch cable. So no one can deny that organized cabling is always fantastic visual feast for everyone. The best way to reduce cable clutter more effectively is to use a patch panel, or what we call the Ethernet patch panel. To connect incoming and outgoing lines, patch panels bundle multiple ports together, including those for local area networks, electronics, electrical systems, and communications. They can link computers to other computers and to outside lines when patch panels are part of a LAN. In turn, these lines allow LANs to connect to network in a wide area or to the internet Users simply plug and unplug the appropriate patch cords to arrange circuits using the patch panel. With these patch panels, troubleshooting issues are simplified because all input jacks provide single location. So let's have our network cabling. This is also called as LAN. As we define, LAN is local area network cabling or Ethernet cabling. Ethernet is a LAN technology that defines a system for connecting computers in a LAN. Mr. Robert McCall at Xerox PARC in 1976 discovered this Ethernet. He is an engineer and US based. So these are the popular cables, coax, UTP, and the fiber optic cables. So let's discuss on the UTP, where we define this as unshielded twisted pair cable, because this is the most popular choice in our cabling. As you can see on the photo, so we have here the RG45 and the wirings. The pin or the air assignment wiring schemes define the pin out, or the order of connection in 18 modular connector plugs and jacks, such as RJ45. So the 8 pins corresponds to the colors, which we will discuss later. There are two types of patch cables. The first is the straight through Ethernet cable, and the other one is the crossover Ethernet cable. So let's differentiate the two cables. Let's have the straight through Ethernet cable. So this is used to connect two different devices. When we talk about two different devices, we have these examples: the hub, or from hub to PC, from switch to PC, or from PC to router. These are the colors, the different colors that we have on our cabling. So the first one is the white-orange, then we have the orange, white-green, then 4 is blue, and then number 5, blue, white-blue, and then green, then we have white-brown, and the last one is brown. Let's have the crossover Ethernet cable. So this one is used to connect homogeneous devices. So what do you mean by homogeneous? So they are the same devices. Example of these: from host to host, switch to switch, or from router to router. The difference between the crossover and the straight through, so from side A, we have here the actual straight through cabling. But from the side B, or the other side, the wirings are reversed. So as you can see, we have here the wires 1 and 3 as reversed, and then 2 and 6 are reversed. Okay? All right, let's go to the next. We have now the tools and materials that we'll be needing for the Ethernet cabling. First, we have the UTP cable, which is, or particularly the category 5E. It is a type of twisted pair cable that is used in structured cabling for computer networks such as Ethernet. Here's the example. Earlier, we already differentiate the colors. The number 2, the register jack 45 or the RJ45, which is an 8-pin standardized physical network interface for connecting telecommunications or data equipment. So this is the RJ45. Number 3, the wire stripper. It is a small handheld device used to strip an electrical or the electrical insulation from your electric wires. This is an example of a wire stripper. Number 4, we have now the crimping tool. So we have different types of crimping tool, but this one is particularly on the RJ45 crimping tool. It is designed to crimp or to attach a connector to the end of the cable. And lastly is the LAN cable tester. It is an electronic device used to verify the correct wiring of connectors on the cable. So this is how to check if your cable is functional or not. Okay. But since we are talking about this cabling, we must remember about the occupational health and safety procedures for the OHS. Number one, be careful with the tools. And then number two, do not use excessive force if things do not quite slip into place. Example of this is the crimping tool. So we use the tools for the right job. Now, do not force anything. Number three, clean the area before and after using it to maintain the sanitation and prevent accidents. And lastly, make sure that pins are properly aligned so that if you do on the final testing using the land tester, it will be functional. So to check your understanding, let's have this short quiz. Direction, if you or if the statement is correct, write true, and if it is false, change the identified words or phrase to make the statement true. Number one, Ethernet is a LAN technology that defines a system for connecting computers in LAN and was developed by Leonardo da Vinci as Xerox PARC in 1976. Let's go to number two. UTP is abbreviated as unshielded twisted pair. True or false? And number three, straight-through cable are used to connect devices of different types such as computer to router. Number four, fiber optic cable is the most popular choice in creating an Ethernet cable. And last but not the least, crossover Ethernet cable are used to connect devices of same types, such as computer to computer. All right. So that's the end of your quiz. But before you go, let's have this, or you need to answer the post test given on the link, which is bit.ly/Q3W5 post test, or refer to your module 5, pages 7 and 8. So you may start answering now and then submit your answers through PM if you cannot answer this on the link. For your performance test, here is your activity. You just check on the criteria for for you to be guided on our proper score. And then submit it after a week. Send it to me through personal message. Okay, but remember this quote, technology will never replace great teachers, but in the hands of great teachers, it's transformational. This is by George Carus. So whatever you have learned today, just put it in action, and God of peace will be with you all. Thank you very much, and have a good day.